Indianapolis Colts.
To kick off for the Chargers.
Mike Tirico and Greg Olsen on hand as Cameron Dicker is set to kick things off. Off we go from Indianapolis.
Ready?
From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Tag! Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Ready?
Throwing to begin is Richardson. And out to the flat, and it's complete. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 39-yard line.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and 6.
Let's go. Ready, ready?
Richardson. He'll get this out to his running back. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. They'll get 19 out of that play. That's good for a Colts first down.
At the 41-yard line.
Get it. Ready?
They'll try to get the running game going. His first carry. And look out there. Upended at the line of scrimmage.
You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage and keep it to no gain.
Forced to his right. Taking off. And he'll be lucky to just get some positive yards out of that one. Out of bounds, pickup of 2.
Nothing open here downfield. I think it's a good job just getting to the edge, getting something positive, getting out of bounds.
3rd and 7.
Come on, come on. Set. 70 Lions.
Out of the shotgun. Richardson. Open man, left side. He's got it. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5.
That's good for a Colts.
A big gainer for Indianapolis. 35 yards.
Let's go now. Go.
They'll try to run this one in. And he's into the end zone. What a start. Touchdown, Indianapolis. It's his 4th rushing touchdown of the year. The PAT, up and good. And the Colts will take a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line.
Ready? Run.
And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
Defensive coaches preach every day, Mike, swarm to the ball. Get as many hacks to the ball carrier as possible. And this is a great reason why. The ball carrier is able to make the first guy miss, but it was the pursuit from the rest of the defense that's able to get him down and keep him to no gain.
We'll get this complete left side to Johnston. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
They'll come up to 3rd and 3. Now Herbert on the bootleg. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. A pickup there of 25 yards. And the Chargers have the first down.
It's a gain of 25 yards. First down, Chargers.
Here's a first carry for their running back. Not much happening there, just a short gain.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
So, from the 37, here's 2nd down and 9. Pistol here for Herbert. Throwing right. That's Johnston. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
14 yards.
That's a pair of hookups on this drive. This one goes for 14 yards and a first down. Now a give on the ground. He'll manage only a couple. Boye Mafe in on the tackle.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 20-yard line.
From the 20, here's 2nd down and 7. From the gun, it's Herbert. That is pulled in at the 5. And he's in. Quentin Johnston. Touchdown, Los Angeles. His 4th TD grab of the season. Cameron Dicker, the kicker for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Chargers come right back to tie it at 7.
Cameron Dicker to kick off for the Chargers.
Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line. Looks like a design run here with Richardson. And he'll work forward for about 4. It's 2nd down.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You can see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
And he's going to be bottled up quickly after a gain of about 1. Jamie and Sherwood there to meet him.
3rd and 5.
Third down, they need 5.
Buffalo 18. 70 Timberwolves.
Throwing is Richardson. This is caught along the sideline. Nicely done, but right at the line of scrimmage, no gains to show for it. So, 4th down, and Ryan Wright on to punt it away. That is fielded at the 13. And he'll get something there on the return, able to take this pass to the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Herbert. Right side and hauled in by McConkey. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Herbert. He'll get this complete to his man out of the backfield. It'll be taken down, but it takes them across midfield down to the 40-yard line. 23 yards on that pass play. It's good for a Charger first down. They try the right side this time. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5.
Brought down at the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up second.
Ball on the 35. Here comes a 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, here's Herbert. Over the middle, that's Komet. And to be taken down with the first down as time will run out on this opening quarter. A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. Harris Evans on the scoreboard. We'll come back to Indianapolis in a moment. It's the Chargers with the football to begin this second quarter as they've got it with 1st and 10. Here's a toss, right side. He'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple, and it's down to the 50.
He's brought down at the 15-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's
Second down, 8 yards to go. Now Herbert. To the left side, catch made by McConkey. This drive's going to continue. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 1st and goal for his team.
Chargers.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes.
Good blocking, and he's in. Touchdown, L.A. Touchdown number 9 for the year.
Make no mistake about it, he may get the glory, but that does not happen without unbelievable blocking up front. So let's give the big guys all the credit in the world. He's able to displace the defense right there at the point of attack, and it's about as easy a goal line touchdown as you're going to see all year.
To kick off for the Chargers.
After the touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
Alert! Alert! Here we go!
They'll go with a counter on first down. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And that's it.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
It's Richardson on the move. Exiting the pocket right. A throw there on second down. Going to be incomplete.
Well defended there. The quarterback's trying to attack this defense outside the numbers. Those really wide angle throws near the sideline sometimes can be very hard to defend. So give a lot of credit to this secondary. They were all on the same page, and the ball falls incomplete.
They come to the line needing 11 here on third down. From the gun, Richardson. He'll take a shot down the middle of the field. And he will go all the way. Touchdown, Indy. A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
A return now from the full. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30.
At their own 29-yard line.
Run! Set. Run!
On first down, Herbert. A toss, left side, caught by his running back. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
From the 38 now, here's second and a yard. Now a toss play, running left. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
So much of what makes a toss play so good is it allows you to get the ball on the perimeter of the defense really quickly, and it doesn't stress all of your backside blocking. But on the downside, it does get your running back running east and west. They're running sideways for the first couple steps, and with a defense that can run to the ball, they're able to get you down for a loss.
And that is incomplete. Contact occurred just as the ball was arriving. There are no flags. It's fourth down. He gets free. And he's going to bring this one back. One play, 80 yards. Touchdown, Indianapolis. And hold on to that football, young man. That's a keeper. His first NFL touchdown.
Makes the score Colts 21, Chargers 14.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. He fields it at the 8. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over.
At their own 23-yard line.
They'll begin here on the ground. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's second down.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
What can they do here on third down and 7? Motion man is Johnston. Throwing is Herbert on third down. The pressure, too much, and he goes down. Boye Mafe. He's in to drop him for a sack, and that will bring up fourth down. This returnable from inside his own 40. Oh, looked like he gave it a seam for a moment, but he's taken down after a solid return.
Ready, ready. Come on. Ready.
He'll let Richardson run this himself. And he'll get it back to midfield. That's it. No gain on the play.
Right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 50-yard line.
So, 2 minutes to play in a back-and-forth first half. We'll come back to Indianapolis after this. 2nd and 10.
Go!
That is caught out wide on the RPO. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and
Really well
9.
done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
Richardson going to hit the deck here, but not before he picks up a 1st down.
The defensive line has to do a better job of contain rushing, especially on 3rd down, Mike. You can't rush one-on-one. You have to rush as a unit. Keep the quarterback in the pocket, and when you let him get loose, this is what's going to happen.
And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Ready.
They'll turn and hand this one off.
Number 30 ball carrier. That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Ready up.
21 is the line to gain as we hit 3rd down. Richardson going to look to throw. Quick throw here is complete. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a 1st down.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the 2nd quarter.
First time these two have connected this afternoon, and it'll wind up being a 1st down.
Ready. Ready.
Looks like a design run here with Richardson. And he will take it in himself. Anthony Richardson, touchdown Colts. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
The kicker.
Just a really nice job, Mike, especially just staying poised. Pressure situation, you know how important it is to steal some points before the half. But everybody's in control. Everybody understood the situation and the clock. And they're able to finish that half in style with that late touchdown.
Very little time remaining in this first half as this kick is away. Now return coming from the 7. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start.
At their own 28-yard line.
They will start it on the ground to run that clock. That one never got started. Defensive pressure too much, and they drop him in the backfield.
Taken down back at the 23-yard line.
So, 1 half in the books. 2nd half coming up. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback. Herbert now on first down. This one finds McConkey. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. Not just a first down, but reception number 70 on the season.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start. It's been a bit of a pedestrian game for this quarterback and ultimately this passing game here today, Mike, and I know they all would have loved to connect on that deep throw. I think that stat sheet would have looked a whole lot different, but just a little off in their execution and leads to an incompletion.
Now Herbert throwing on second down. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Throwing is Herbert on third down. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is fourth down. And the Chargers will punt, getting set to kick it away. And he overhit that just a bit. Runs beyond the goal line, and that is a touchback. The drive begins at the 20. Here's first and 10. Finding room at the 35. Still going. And they're not going to run him down. He goes all the way. 80 yards. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Not going for two. They'll kick the point after. He's got it. And the Colts will extend this third quarter lead.
Colts 35. Chargers 14.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kicks away. This one taken at the 7. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. We go 3 tight ends here on first and 10. On the bootleg, he'll look to throw. That is incomplete. No way to force a football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up second down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
He's going to keep it himself.
Initially, they do a really nice job taking away his first and second read, but what they fail to do is account for him as a runner. He ends up making something positive out of a play that initially didn't look like it had much of a chance.
Now a third and 2. To throw, it's Herbert. He gets this one complete to Johnston. They get the conversion in a big way. That's good for 29 yards.
No, Mike, I really like this game plan, right? The strategy on third and short so often is, okay, just get enough for the first down. If you decide to air it out, everything short, get a fresh set of downs. They're saying the defense is going to pack it in close. They're protecting the sticks. So let's just throw it over their head and try to go for a big play.
And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
He's got his tight end, Orlando Gadsden, the second. Just his first catch. They have held him in check so far, but that one gives him a first down.
And I think it's really been to all of our surprise. We haven't really had to say his name very much so far, and I think you can give the defense all the credit for that. There's his first catch of the game, and it comes here in the third quarter.
Again, they'll throw with Herbert. Got his man at the 6, and he'll take this one in. Quentin Johnston, touchdown Chargers. Second touchdown of the game. Season total now up to 5. Dicker now for the extra point. His kick is good. And the Chargers back within a couple of scores. It's 35-21.
Dicker to kick off for the Chargers.
After the touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
On the ready. Set it. Ready.
He'll step up and run this. And he'll work forward for about 4. It's second down.
On the jump.
Now a give up the middle. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
Ready up.
3rd and 5.
Let's go. Cowboy 80. 65 catch. 65 catch.
Richardson operating from the pistol. Open man, right side. He's got it. A pickup of 14 on that one. First down, Indianapolis.
And the Colts, first down.
Come on, come on. Set.
First and 10 at the 46.
A handoff as they try to run it here. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5.
Taken down at the 41. A gain of 5 brings up second and 5.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 5.
Ready. 70 Lions.
To throw, it's Richardson. He'll get this out to his running back. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
Brings up
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short gain.
Ready, ready. 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Ready, ready.
From the gun on 3rd down, Richardson. And that is incomplete.
So prior to that 3rd down call, Mike, I thought they put themselves in a pretty good situation. At that down and distance, they had run and pass, both at their disposal, but nice job by the defense being up to the task. Force the incomplete, brings up 4th down.
A field goal, no gimme from this distance. They'll go on 4th down.
Back. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Panther 60, Panther 60. Go.
Out of shotgun. Richardson. He's got his man. Right side. It's complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A terrific play all the way around. Finished off by the receiver, who not only made the grab, but Greg turned it up and takes it into the end zone.
And that's the tricky part, Mike, that transition from receiver to runner. And in this case, he does it flawlessly. Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then get upfield and get yourself in the end zone.
Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. His drive will start on the ground. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up second down.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up second and 4.
On play action now. Herbert. Throw here down the field. Will fall. Incomplete. The big tight end, Cole Kmet, the intended receiver. Now it's going to be third down. Now, Herbert. Throwing right. That's Johnston. And it looks like he's going to have the first down. What great work after the catch to extend the drive.
First down.
Really nice job here by the quarterback, understanding what did he need to pick up a fresh set of downs. In this case, that underneath drag route was all it took. Get the ball into the hands of your receiver, pick up a first down.
The ball comes out. And fortunately, this is going to get out of bounds, so possession does not change hands. A sigh of relief there. That was very nearly a turnover. Fortunate to see that one, Greg, get fumbled out of bounds.
And when that ball came loose, Mike, you could see the entire sideline kind of holds their breath. But they were able to take a little bit of an exhale as they saw that ball, fortunately for them, go out of bounds.
And they're going to work this down inside the 45. 17 yards on that play. First down, L.A.
At the 41-yard line.
Play action now. It's Herbert. Forced out wide. We'll get this complete left side to Johnston. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this third quarter. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second and 7. On second down, here's a run to begin the fourth quarter. And he'll get forward, give him about 4 yards before getting out of bounds, and that's going to bring up third down.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. Third and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play.
That one intercepted. Into space. Inside the 20. And the defense finds the end zone. Great work inside by the linebacker, who takes it back the other way for the touchdown.
Yeah, he just never saw the linebacker in the middle of the field, Mike, and the quarterback was locked in on his receiver. And once that ball came out of his hand, I think he wanted it back.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25.
At their own 24-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. On play action. Now Herbert. Now right on the heels of the pick six. He is intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Battle. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
On 1st down, it's Richardson. Out to his right. He's going to tuck it and go. And he'll get about 6 out of that one before being forced out of bounds.
He tried to buy all the time he could, but when he saw that space, he quickly turned from thrower to runner, and he's able to pick up a nice gain on 1st down.
And he will work his way to the 11-yard line. Good running and a 1st down.
And the offensive line does a really nice job winning this play at the point of attack. And once he got the ball, all he had to really do was just find a crease and hit it. And he's able to pick up the 1st down.
He'll get this out to the left flat.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
At the Chargers' 5-yard line.
Up the middle they go. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard. That's it.
He was brought down.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
They can keep the drive alive if they get to the 4, but facing 3rd down at the moment.
Viking 18. Dragon 60. Ready?
Throwing is Richardson. This one is pulled in on the feet in bounds. Yes! Hayden Prather. Touchdown, Indy.
The kicker on for the protector.
No problem there on the extra point. And the Colts stretch things out even further.
Chargers 21.
The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. And a good job following his blockers, a gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down.
At the 35-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Perfect. That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 2.
Fake the handoff. Now Herbert. That's a short throw caught by Clement. And it looks like he's going to have the 1st down. The defense was right there, but a gain of 2. Good enough for the 1st down.
2 yards on the play. And the Chargers 1st down.
Handoff here, up the middle. And that's the way you want to run it on 1st down. A gain of 7.
At the 44-yard line. A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 3. They'll stick with him again. Can he get away? No! He's going to be taken down behind the line.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
And he's out of bounds inside the 45-yard line. 13 yards on the catch there, and the Chargers have the first down.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Now a handoff, running right. Able to make one man miss, but that's all. They get him. Take him down behind the line.
Just feels like this has been the story of the day for this offense. Just unable to get anything going on the ground, and a big reason they find themselves trailing, and another loss of yards.
So after the loss on first, here's 2nd and 14. Out of the gun, here's Herbert. That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete. Quentin Johnston, the man he was looking for on that one. And 3rd down coming up.
So pretty clearly you knew what this was going to be. They walk out with 5 receivers set, nobody in the backfield, and the entire stadium knows this ball's being thrown in the air. So let's give a lot of credit for the defense. They don't panic, force the incompletion, and it's a really nice play.
That is incomplete, but there is a flag down. Big call here. It was 3rd down.
Set. Go.
Shotgun now for Herbert. That one hauled in. It's complete. His 8th reception of the game, and good for a first down.
And this completion certainly won't be changing the outcome of the game by any means, but I do think there is something to be said for teams that continue to fight. They continue to try to at least finish this game and have something to build off of going into next week.
Tight end motioning left. On 1st and 10, here's Herbert. That's complete. Connected with the catch. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
Not every pass has to be thrown downfield. You can rely on the run after catch, especially a big body like this tight end. Get the ball in his hands early and let him pick up the rest after the catch.
Set.
On 2nd down, they'll run. And he'll bring this inside the 15. That's good enough for the first down.
2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
On 1st down, Herbert. This one caught at the 4. And they continue to churn out first downs. What a drive. It continues now with 1st and goal.
It's been a really good drive so far, but what I really like, Mike, is they're down here in the red zone, and they continue to attack. Now, not quite a touchdown, but with 1st and goal, this defense certainly has their back against the ropes.
Trying to push the pile forward, but he's not going to get in. They stop him up short. They'll try it again from the 2. 2nd and goal. From the gun, it's Herbert. And this is going to be a touchdown. It's too little too late. They do get a bit closer as they score here in the final minute of play. Greg, it's the quarterback's best friend, and you were that guy for a lot of years. The tight end in a tight area with man coverage.
Yeah, and it's really twofold, Mike, right? First and foremost, we see so many of these tight ends around the league that now have gotten to the point where one-on-one matchups, that's advantage offense. But then even in the cases they don't create great separation, Mike, it's their size, their catch radius. It's such a friendly target for the quarterback that when things get tight in the red zone, they look to the tight end.
And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there.
36-yard line.
First and 10 now from the 36.
60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Let's go.
From the gun, Richardson. Rolling right. Now he takes off. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. 19 yards right away to kick off this drive.
Mike, the defensive line rush plan is critical when you're playing quarterbacks like this. You have to keep him contained in the pocket, because the second he gets out of the pocket, we can see what happens.
Check smash, check smash.
Richardson to throw here on 1st and 10. That one down the field, but it is incomplete.
How often do we see teams kind of nurse these big leads, Mike, especially as the game unfolds? They turn to the ground game. They try to slow everything down. Well, not this offense. They refuse to take their foot off the gas. They're still mining for explosive plays, and frankly, with the way today's gone, I don't blame them.
And he will be taken down. We'll see if they want to use those timeouts, but this one is about done.
Let's go now. Ready.
Here we go. One final play. Moving outside the pocket. Carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. The Chargers have it. So it's a win for the Colts. They bounced back from the loss last week, really put in a determined effort, and will come away with the victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Colts, winners here in the Circle City, as we say so long from Indianapolis.